Look at an ambitious person at the starting line of a massive life goal, and you'll usually see them fueled entirely by day one excitement. This is the way archetype. You see the sheer height of the mountain before you and decide to conquer it all at once, taking on the heaviest, most difficult tasks first. For the first few days, it works. You move fast, you set up heavy milestones, and your sheer willpower creates rapid, highly visible progress. Relying on that explosive motivation makes for a fantastic start, but it demands a physical and mental pace impossible to maintain for the long haul. The sheer friction of executing those massive daily efforts quickly becomes too heavy to move. The drop-off is usually subtle at first. You sleep in, you skip a day, you make the hollow promise that you'll just do twice the work tomorrow to make up for lost time. This line graph shows motivation-driven effort over time. We see a massive spike on day one, but it rapidly plummets and flatlines at zero. It is thunder without rain, making a lot of noise but ultimately failing to feed the earth. Eventually, you are left stranded back at the bottom of the mountain. Intense bursts of effort without a steady rhythm yield nothing. To build something that lasts, you have to abandon the sprint entirely. You have to adopt the one stone a day philosophy of Grandmother Lin. This friction scale contrasts a massive, immovable boulder against a tiny pebble. The goal is to shrink the task until starting friction is virtually zero. Replacing the exhausting quota with a single small action allows it to seamlessly bypass the motivation barrier blocking the boulder. Unlike the sprinting method, carrying a single stone requires absolutely no inspiration to execute. The objective is no longer about maximizing the distance run in a single day. It is solely about never breaking the daily streak of placing that one stone. The true test of this method doesn't happen on day one. It happens weeks later, when the initial excitement evaporates and boredom sets in. It means showing up through summer heat, autumn winds, and the cold rain of spring. Even when your legs shake, carry just one more stone. During this phase, progress appears invisible. It becomes easy to convince yourself that your daily micro-effort is meaningless. But watch what happens when we add the consistency curve to our graph. It starts flat and barely visible. Yet over months and years, these small, isolated additions stack and multiply, eventually curving exponentially upward and dwarfing the original motivation spike. The capacity to endure unglamorous, repetitive tasks is what actually transforms a beginning into a completion. Years pass. One morning, you finally step back to evaluate the total sum of those daily, tedious efforts. What felt like an insignificant daily pebble has formed an unbroken, towering pathway, reaching all the way to the peak. An unbroken chain of tiny efforts mathematically outperforms fragmented bursts of greatness every time. Massive achievement is almost entirely invisible in the present moment. It only reveals its scale in retrospect. The fatal flaw of the starting line was treating a lifelong transformative goal as if it were a short-term sprint. Raw talent and high energy bursts are predictably defeated by patient, unbroken routine. Stop waiting for a magical surge of motivation. Identify the one small stone you can carry today. Carry your stone today. Carry another tomorrow. This is the process that builds the mountain of success you dream of.